Greetings, YouTube viewers, and welcome back to another episode of Solving Autism's Puzzle. Now, there's a couple of things that you may have noticed. One is that I have a haircut. I really like it. And second, you might notice I have new glasses. I really like these too, since they're also transition lenses. As you can tell from how they you can't tell from there, obviously, but you can tell they kind of change tint after they're in a certain direct sunlight. Now, this isn't going to be like an ordinary Solving Autism's Puzzle video, since usually what I would do is be able to talk about someone who has autism who has done incredible things, or me just goofing around for some reason, or just me talking about some of the accomplishments that I've made. Well, actually, this kind of is sort of like an ordinary Solving Autism's Puzzle video, because I'm sorry I haven't gotten to tell you guys this sooner, but I was able to get a new job up in Miamisburg with this pretty cool company called Civitas Media. And basically, if you're not familiar with the company, what they do is that they help publish newspapers and make sure that each of the newspaper, and they work, well, not sort of directly with different newspaper companies, but they sort of try to keep in contact with them to be able to sort of make sure that different publishers from different companies make sure that we at Civitas be able to make sure that every one of the pages of their newspapers are exactly the way that they should. And it's a pretty cool job, if I might say, because I get to be able to create newspaper pages. Well, mostly just design them, but I won't be able to get to fiddle with them or be able to do anything creative with them, but that's kind of alright with me, because the thing is about design is that you don't always get to choose what's on there. It's just sort of what you and the client just sort of can compromise with. And overall, I really enjoy it. A lot of the people that over at Civitas are very supportive, and they always want to make sure that I become successful in being a page designer. It's really fun. And also, my older brother Will, he just lives across the street from Civitas. So if the worst should happen, like say there's inclement weather, or if for some odd random reason they decide to close down North I-75, I could always go to him to be able to hunker down. But yeah, I really do like it there. The only downside is that I have to drive. The only two downsides of it is that I have to drive all the way there, which takes about half an hour, and traffic out there can get a little bit thick around the afternoon time. So I have to be out the door at around 3:18 to make sure that I get to Civitas Media on time, which isn't really that much of a problem to me, since usually I'm there very early, like say around 4:05 or 4:09, which is the earliest I've actually gone to be able to work for different places. But now that I've finally gotten a full-time job, unfortunately, I had to be able to call it quits for Frisch's. It's not that I didn't like Frisch's, it's just because after all, I did like some of the people I worked with, and I really liked that it always keeps you on your toes with all the work that it throws at you. It's just that now that I have a full-time job, I don't really think that it's necessary to be able to stay there any longer than I should. But I definitely don't regret working there. I never will regret doing anything that I've done. It's It's just that birds need to fly, fish need to swim, sun needs to shine, and grass needs to grow. So this is sort of how nature. This is sort of how life works. If you have a full time, if you received a full-time job, you go for it. You don't ask questions or try to hold anything back. And the re- and the reason I want to bring this up is because ever since I first started my job at Civitas Media, which was about a few weeks ago, even though I barely did much there at that time, it kind of made me reflect back at the moment where I was told that I wouldn't be able to achieve many great things, like being able to win prestigious awards and being able to drive a car, or be able to graduate from college or high school, or to be able to find a full-time job, and I've got or to find love, and I've gotten to do most of those things. So it just goes to show that those glass ceilings that a lot of people seem to put over you, it just really is non-existent, and it's not. And in my mind, in my opinion, it shouldn't be there in the first place. Because putting those glass ceilings there, they only either do two things: they discourage people, or they challenge people, the the and basically the worst out of it can get to a lot of people, because if a lot of people are told they can't do these things, and some people will just take it to heart and never truly realize what success feels like. And I think that's kind of sad, because because I think everyone deserves to find success in their lives, and everyone deserves to be able to chase their dreams at least once in their lifetime. Because everyone wants to achieve what they want in life. Everyone wants to be a part of something bigger than them. And that's sort of what I'm doing right now, being a part of something bigger than myself. So that being said, if someone encounters you, whether you have autism or not, whether you're a guy or a girl, or whether you're young or old, or of a different ethnicity, don't let if they say that you can't do anything, don't listen to them, because they're just there because they just want to be able to take what you like, what you love, away from you, and to be able to make themselves feel better about how and they want to be able to make themselves feel better by tearing you down. And that being said, it's kind of sad, because there's a lot of people that try to fight against you, but for those but my outlook on this is that if they're there to try to hold you back, or try to keep you from achieving the potential that you've been given, then they shouldn't be allowed to be a part of your life to begin with. And one more thing I want to be able to talk about before I end this video is that I've seen this one video of Markiplier being able to receive this one award for his contributions in the Make-A-Wish Foundation, for being the person of the year or something like that. And that's a pretty huge honor, especially since there are people like Tom Kenny, who's the voice of SpongeBob and the voice of the Ice King from Adventure Time, and so many other TV shows that some of them I probably have watched when I was a kid. To be able to achieve an award like that is phenomenal, and from what I've seen with Markiplier's video, it just seems like he sort of undervalues it just seems like he's sort of well, he doesn't try to undervalue it. It just seems like he does. It just seems like he does. Or I am losing it today. I'm gonna try to spit it out. I kind of feel like Markiplier just sort of undervalues his role in trying to make people happy and trying to make people smile. But the fact of the matter is that Markiplier shouldn't try to ignore this, because a lot of people look to him, even me. I look to him as a source of inspiration and as a source of happiness, because without him, a lot of these people who go through a lot of physical and emotional pain wouldn't have had a good way to escape from their reality. So I just wanted to give this personal message to Markiplier. You probably won't see this video. You probably don't know that I exist. But I just want to say this. Never ever try to be able to ignore your role in making people happy, because there's like over 15 million people who love to watch your videos, and there are 15 million people who get a lot of inspiration and a lot of happiness from your videos. Don't try to be able to. So please So I think you need to realize how big of a role that you've put into the YouTube community. Especially since without you, I probably wouldn't be making these videos either. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, Markiplier, thank you so much for all that you do. And please don't ignore all the happiness and all the joy that you've given to everyone in your community, because you deserve happiness too, darn it. and you deserve all those 15 million people. And gosh darn it, if I have to drive all the way to Los Angeles to make you realize that, I will do that. Okay, didn't mean to get threatening there, but anyway, thank you, Mark. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope that you don't try to take away from yourself all that you've done. Okay, one quick thing. Yes, I am. As you could tell from my cough, I am kind of sick. I got a bit of minor bronchitis, so I'm gonna try to get myself better. I'm gonna try to get out more videos, cause I'm almost up to 40. Jeez, what's wrong with me? But nah, I like doing these videos, and I like the cause that I support with how I've advocated autism awareness. So anyway, before I decide to mess up again, my name's Greg Miller, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, it's me again, and welcome back to Solving Autisms. Poopy pants. Poop. Why am I not memorizing the new intro? Hello, YouTube viewers, and welcome back to Solving Autism's Puzzle. Now, this isn't gonna be like an ordinary Solving Autism's Puzzle video, since I'm not. Welcome, YouTube viewers, and welcome YouTube viewers, and welcome to another episode of Solving Autism's Puzzle. Yeah, that kind of sounds redundant. Well, this entire show is kind of redundant, but whatever. Anywho, this is not going to be like another typical autism. There, I got it out there.
Hey guys, go to the link in the description to visit the Autism Society's website. And please leave a like and subscribe.
The clips used in this video has no copyright intentions whatsoever. All clips in this video belong to their intended owners. Each clip in this video are for entertainment and educational purposes only.